Yeah, once again, welcome back to part 2 of the lesson, A Thief's Story. So, this part is going to answer our questions. How does the thief think Anil will react to the theft? What does he say about the different reactions of people when they are robbed? Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? So, this part is going to be answered on page number 10. Let's see what is there. Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat up on the floor considering the situation. So before going to bed, he had thought over the theft. When he saw Anil tucked 600 rupees under his mattress, he was in a dilemma whether to rob or not to rob. But finally, at night, he was up and he sat on the floor and he was considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Okay, so he crept up to the bed where Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were all mostly scars. Like Anil's face was very clear, whereas he compares Anil's face to his face. The face of Hari Singh is quite, has got a lot of scars. This might be because of the injury caused while he was trying to run away after a robbery or a theft, or maybe he must have been beaten up if people might have caught him. So he had a lot of scars on his face. Then, my hand slid under the mattress searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. So he just pulled them out without a sound and sighed in his sleep. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled. So he was shocked because he felt maybe Anil is got up and he might notice Hari Singh taking the money, and quickly crawled out of the room. So without walking, he crawled out of the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes. 600 rupees in 50s. That means they were 600 rupees in 50 rupees note. I could live like a oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So now with this 600 rupees, he can very well live like an oil-rich Arab. In short, he can live a very luxurious life. Let us move on to the next page. Here in the picture, you can see Hari Singh quietly pulling out the money from under the mattress, and on which Anil was sleeping. So let's move on further. Page number 11. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life. So he has never done things legally, rather. Okay, he was a thief, and whenever he wanted to run away, he just used to dash into the station and catch whatever train is available. But dashed straight into the platform. Okay, I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. We all know that when a train is moving out, it doesn't pick up speed. It goes slowly on the station, and then once it's out of the station, it starts picking up the speed. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages, but I hesitated. So here, Hari Singh hesitated. He was reluctant to get into the train. For some reason, he also could not explain what was the reason, what stopped him from getting into the train. And I lost the chance to get away. The train moved out and he was stranded on the platform. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. Deserted? Absolutely, with no people around. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. So he always felt that friends were more trouble than help. Okay. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. So if he is going to, spend some money and try to book a room in a hotel, people are going to be curious about it. Maybe the hotel manager or maybe the people working near the hotel, they might as well hand him over to the police. That was a fear that he had. So the only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. So there was none other than Anil. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces. Now here he comes about his study that he had done about the men's faces whom he had robbed or whom he had met in his lifetime. When they had lost their goods, the greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance, because poor people are always ready to compromise with whatever situation comes in their life. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness. So what was that sadness for? Because of losing the trust. But not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. At the beginning of the lesson, we have seen how careless is Anil's character in the lesson. Okay, he doesn't bother about the money that he has. So here he won't think about losing the money, but he will surely think about the loss of trust. I found myself in the Maidan here, an open ground, and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was early November, and a light drizzle added to the discomfort. He was not comfortable because there was a light drizzle. Okay. Soon it was raining outside. It was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. So now, because of the rain, his shirt and his pajamas were quite sticking to his body, and a cold wind blew across his face. So we must have understood that this particular two pages, particularly page number 10 and 11, is talking about the situation when he actually steals away the money that Anil has, then decides to go board a train, but is unable to board a train. And when he comes back, he is walking and sitting and thinking about what to do next. He describes about different people he has met in his life, and then all of a sudden it starts raining. He is sitting in an open ground and it starts raining. Thank you, children.